called to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mayor Gerardo Sanchez,
Present.
Vice Mayor Africa Luna Carrasco,
Present.
Councilmember Mario Buchanan Jr.,
Present.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Present.
Councilmember Jose Ponce,
Present.
Councilmember Matias Rosales,
Present.
Councilmember Gloria Torres.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Councilmember Matias, could you lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Thank you. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this day and thank you for all of the many blessings that you have given to each one of us. They're too numerous to count. We thank you that we in this room have the blessings of having health. Father, I pray that you would continue to protect our community from COVID-19. It seems to have hit this country again. We pray that we would be granted the wisdom tonight. And Father, you say in your word that a divided house cannot stand. And so I pray that you would bring us to unity of minds tonight as decisions are made. And we ask it in your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chief. We're going to go ahead and go with the item number 4A, presentation of plaque to the following retired former employees in recognition of their many years of service: Oscar Lara, Aurora León, Carlos Torres, and Jose Raúl Sanchez. Rosalba?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. I'm here this evening to recognize and celebrate years of service for Aurora León, Carlos Torres, Jose Raúl Sanchez, and Oscar Lara. Retirement is a time to look back with satisfaction, a time to look ahead with anticipation, and a time to fill each day with enjoyment. For many years, you have worked hard and dedicated your life to serving our community. May you be proud of the work that you have done, the person you are, and the difference you have made. On behalf of the City of San Luis, thank you for your years of service and happy retirement. Mayor, would you please join me to present the former employees or our
Yes.
retired employees a plaque in recognition of their years of service? Retirees, as we call your names, would you please join us at the podium? Aurora León, Chief Court Clerk for the San Luis Municipal Court, hired February 1983, serving a total of 38 years.
I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born when she's gonna.
Carlos Torres, Equipment Operator for the Department of Public Works Solid Waste Division, hired August 1992, serving a total of 28 years. Jose Raúl Sanchez, Mechanic for the Department of Public Works Fleet Division, hired April 2001, serving a total of 20 years. Oscar Lara, Water Systems Operator for the Department of Public Works, Water Division, hired August 2004, serving a total of 16 years.
Nomás quisiera, ¿is this on? Is this on?
Yeah.
Nomás quisiera decir gracias a los empleados, especialmente a los que han trabajado. Una persona que trabajó más de casi 38 años, digo yo, era, híjole, en la corte. Ella vio ver crecer la corte, los mecánicos, wastewater, o sea, todos, o sea, fire department, todo. Entonces, de veras, es un orgullo, 38 años de tu vida dedicada a la ciudad. Muy agradecido de parte del concilio, de parte mío, muy agradecido por todo el trabajo que has hecho. Y de veras, y déjate digo, o sea, has hecho un impacto. Y gracias. We're going to go ahead and go with the consent agenda. All matters are considered routine by City Council, being acted by one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Minutes of regular council meeting held July 28, 2021. Disbursements from July 21, 2021 to August 2, 2021. $1,580,087.30. I will now entertain a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second. There's a motion on the floor. There's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. We're going to go ahead and go with item number 6A. Discussion and possible action on all matters regarding the ratification of payment to Wizard Education. Chief Angel Ramirez, please.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council. This item, we started a paramedic class back in May. Wizard has been our go-to for any educational purposes. We bring Wizard Education for the past about 8 paramedic classes and our refreshers. They're the ones that teach our paramedics. So they let us start a paramedic class in May with the intention of paying them in the new fiscal year. So that's why I'm here, to ratify the payment of $16,900 and also to waive the formal purchasing procedures under the purchasing code.
Chief, so how was the Wizard Education?
They have a 93% passing rate on the first time they take a test. They're one of the highest in the state, and they're ITN, so they make it a lot easier for our firefighters to actually take the class here at the station. And they do a lot of hands-on up in Phoenix, but most of the classes are ITN here at the station.
Very good, very good. Any questions from council? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve the purchase of training through Wizard Education for $16,900 and waive formal purchasing procedures under Purchasing Code 3.05.0108 for the reasons presented.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor, there's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. Thank you, Chief. Item number 6B, discussion and possible action on all matters regarding the salary adjustment budget for fiscal year 2021, 2022. Monica Castro, Director of Finance. Monica.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. In this year's budget, we included $666,240 to do the third phase of the salary adjustment for our employees. After doing a revision to ensure consistency across the organization, the fiscal impact increased to $866,240, which is $200,000 more than budget. Last year, we didn't have a salary adjustment due to COVID. That's why we consider that this year is very important that we do that. The implementation of this phase, if it happens, it will bring all our employees in the general, fire, and police to 100% of their salary target, and at least to 95% those employees in the executive and the management classes. We are proposing an implementation date of August 28th, and we were able to identify budget capacity to make this possible in the capital projects account. The San Luis ladder for the fire department, they are going to order it this year, but it won't be here until next year. So that relieves some budget capacity. That is why we are seeking approval from council to transfer $200,000 from the capital project account to the various salary accounts to make possible the implementation of the third phase as the salary schedule is asking.
Monica, this is going to be a permanent number, basically, for basically those 250. Hopefully, next year's budget won't be affected as much, but it's going to be another 250,000. You're telling us?
Do you mean like if next?
For example, yeah. So we're adjusting 250,000. So basically, that's going to be added to salaries. Period.
Yes, this year will be 866,000, and next year will be another revision will be, but pretty much we are already. This will bring all employees to 100%. That increase will be so much less.
Okay, good. Any questions from council?
No, Mayor.
If not, I will now entertain a motion.
I move to approve the budget transfer to fund the salary adjustment as presented.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor. There's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries.
Thank you.
We're going to go with item number 6C, discussion and possible action on all matters regarding design contract with James Davy and Associates and Company for the Mario Avenue Reconstruction Project, County 22nd Street and Los Oros Street. Mary French, grant writer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. We'd like, staff is recommending submission for the Merrill Avenue project as an additional element for Rancho Los Oros subdivision. The contract, if awarded and approved tonight, will go to James Davy and Associates, who is an on-call engineer for the city of San Luis.
Very good.
Are there
Mary,
any
thank you
questions?
for all your work and your department. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. And Jim Davy and his group have always done excellent work for us. So I have no questions or concerns. Any else has questions or concerns from council?
Sure.
No.
If none, I will entertain a motion.
Mayor, I
Mayor.
move to approve the design contract for James Davy and Associates for the Merle Avenue Reconstruction Project in the amount of $38,155 as presented.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor. There's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. Item number 6D, discussion and possible action on all matters regarding ordinance number 2021 7, an ordinance of the mayor and city council of the city of San Luis, Arizona, authorizing, directing acquisition of all property. Wait, we're still, yeah. Acquisition of all properties necessary for the completion of the construction of the Mesa Street improvement projects, including Mesa Street Alley, located between C and E Street, in neighboring and surrounding rights, right-of-way within the city of San Luis, dedication, donation, purchases, exchange, and under the power eminent domain as a matter of public necessity. Mayor French?
Mayor and council, this is a matter of public necessity and the first step in actually negotiating any of the right-of-way acquisition. There was an exhibit that was included in your packet, along with Exhibit A was the map, and Exhibit B was were the properties.
Mayor, I have no concerns. Anyone from council has any concerns regarding this topic?
No, sir.
If not, I will now entertain a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve order number 2021-7 as a matter of a public necessity.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor. There's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you, Kay.
On items number 6E and 6F, I am removing those items from the agenda, and I am moving to the tentative date of September 8th, 2021, for your information. I am removing item number 6E, 6F, and scheduling for a scheduled appointment, a special meeting, not a special meeting, but a regular meeting, September 8th.
And Mayor, just in case there are any members of the public who wanted to speak on this item, these two items, that meeting will start at 7 p.m. here in council chambers
On the 8th,
on the 8th of September, Wednesday.
for clarification. Thank you, Kay. Now we go to summary of current events. Events by mayor, council members, and/or city manager pursuant to ARS 38-431.02. K. I was fortunate enough this morning to meet the new mayor-elect for Rocky Point, and it was actually a very good conversation. We had lunch and we talked about his agenda and the things he's been doing. So I'd like to thank the mayors from Yuma, the mayor from actually Somerton, and the manager from Welton for being there. And it really makes an impact when we get together and try to improve our relationships, especially with our counterparts in Mexico. And so it was an honor, and it was a 2.5 hour meeting, so it was very productive, and we will continue working together to reinforce the region, to actually improve our economies on both sides. So that's what happened this morning. Anyone else?
No, sir.
Please.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. Just wanted to give you an update. We are working, planning our Founder's Day, which is scheduled for October 2nd. The week before, we've usually had our Founder's Day parade. We are looking to postpone that this year and bring it back next year. Spoke with new superintendent of the Gadsden School District, and they're with the concerns of the rise in the different cases. They've had an increase of students online, and they feel more comfortable because the school district and, of course, the senior center and some of the other groups are a big part of our parade. It wouldn't be a parade without them. So we're making that recommendation and letting you know that we'd like to do that. We're going to move forward with the October 2nd date, and And we'll be bringing some more information with that, but I just wanted to bring that to Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council today. If you have any questions, you can follow with me if you'd like, or if there's any now.
Yeah, this was brought to my attention about a week and a half ago, and I agree. We need to make sure that the schools participate because Founder's Day, it's the foundation. The schools are, I mean, that's what makes the parade, and so I agree.
I don't know if there'd be any other questions.
No,
All right. Thank you.
smart move.
Thank you, Louis.
Thank you, Louis.
Anyone else?
Mayor, may I?
Please.
I just want to report that last Wednesday, I attended the redistricting hearing that they held in Yuma. After 10 years, the commission is looking to do the redistricting, and so they held a hearing in Yuma. There was a lot of participation. We had several people that spoke up for South County. Glenn was one of them. He did a great job. I also went to the library meeting yesterday, and the San Luis branch is planning their Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay.
I believe it starts September 15th, and it runs through October 15th, and they're looking for members of the community that want to participate with drawings and any art for the members of the community that are artistically inclined.
Okay, perfect.
And then you and I went to the internship,
Yes. How could I
which
forget?
was very impressive to see all the interns and everything they've learned, and the PowerPoint presentations that they provided were excellent.
Yes, thank you for reminding me, yes. A lot of things have happened over the week, but so proud of our interns. There's one that actually lives in Somerton, and
Oh, he did really good.
he did really good, and the rest were actually residents from here, from San Luis. And so we are trying hard to recruit, to improve the number of interns that we do. Early coming next year, we're gonna actually push for, actually get our businesses involved so they can actually have interns also in their businesses. So it's gonna be good, so thank you. And one more thing, last Saturday, I was very fortunate enough to come to a very special ceremony, the graduation ceremony of our cadets. They passed their academy. They looked tough. I was impressed. Police department, thank you so much for continuing the Police Explorer, because trust me, I was, let's see here, maybe 32 years ago, 37 years ago, I was a Police Explorer myself. And to see them there was actually it made a big impact. So thank you, Chief. Thank you, Lieutenants. Thank you for the great work, and so proud of our youth. And from that, there's a lot more. You're probably going to get a lot more cadets next time around. So congratulations and thank you. Nothing else?
Mayor, I just attended, last Thursday, we attended the YMPO ribbon ceremony for the Highway 95 expansion project on Avenue 90 and Highway 95. So we were able to meet with 8 dot officials that came down from the state, all our local regional partners, and be part of that very important stretch of highway that's going to be expanded, and hopefully in the near future we'll be seeing Cesar Chavez going to the same ceremony. So that's all I had last week.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
No, sir.
If not, we're going to go ahead and go with call to the public. This is time for the public to comment. Members of City Council may not discuss items that are not specifically identified on the agenda. Therefore, to present to ARS 38-431.01, action taken as a result of public comment will be limited to directing staff and studying the matter, responding to any criticism, scheduling the matter for further consideration, and discussion at a later date. Do we have people who signed up for?
Yes, Mayor, we have Maria Cruz.
Okay. Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Maria Cecilia Cruz, 1255 Reese Avenue. I want to thank the mayor, vice mayor, council members for the opportunity to speak. I just want to express our anger because of last Wednesday. Why did council members Ponce, Luis, and Gloria didn't go out the back door when we had asked them to step into the lobby and talk to all the residents? Those are your voters. That's very disrespectful. That shows your true character. That shows your true character right there. So I just wanted to ask, is this revenge? Gloria, are you ending Tadeo's contract to get revenge? I remember you telling me that a former mayor let go of your daughter. That former mayor was your friend at that time. So is that why you want to end Tadeo's contract? Tadeo's mom is your friend, and you guys would travel together. You guys would attend events together. So I'm just thinking, is this just revenge? Because there's no reason why to end Tadeo's contract. No reason at all. Because in the 8 years that I served as council member, Tadeo has been very professional, doing his job as intern administrator and administrator with excellence. Africa, you would call Tadeo friend. You have a reputation of doing this to your friends. That's what you're known for. Is this going to be your legacies? Getting rid of Tadeo just because of revenge? There's no reason to get rid of Tadeo. If you guys were so concerned, you guys should have mentioned it to him face to face and said, this is where you're failing. As council members, trying to end a friend's contract because you have, I just want to ask, what have you guys done in these many years that you guys have served the city? Something that you can see, something that the residents can say, you know what, I'm going to vote for you guys again. I'm going to give you another 4 years. What is it that you guys have done? We approved the community park, but there's 2 council members, Gloria and Africa, that didn't vote for it, but yet you were quick to take a picture in front of the sign. So you guys need to think about that, because residents are sick and tired of you guys doing nothing for the community. Nothing. But bicker amongst council. And we're sick and tired of it.
Thank you, Maria.
When have you put something on the agenda and got it approved? That's what we want to know. That makes a difference. What have you made? What have you done in these many years? So I just leave you with that. We're just tired of it.
Thank you, Maria.
We are the laughing stock because council is always fighting amongst each other. They're sick and tired of it. That's it, Mayor. But I have a letter that was given to me. She wasn't able to come. Do you give me the okay to read it? I can give it to Sonia so I can read the address and everything.
It's either Sonia going to read it or you're going to read it. Just read it.
I'll read it. I'm reading for Gloria Reyes. Her address is 1655C, San Luis, Arizona. She even gave her phone number. If anybody has a question, she says, but her apoyo is para que regresen a su puesto al joven Asael de la Joya. Estoy en contra de la decisión que tomaron los concejales José Ponce, Gloria Torres, África Luna y Luis Cabrera. Gracias. So I will give this to Sonia.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Maria Robles.
Maria Robles? Okay. Jeez.
Buenas noches, alcalde,
Buenas
miembros
noches.
del concilio. Una vez más, aquí está la María Robles, de terca, porque solamente el que es terco alcanza sus metas. Les voy a pasar una... Sí. La razón de que, bueno, vivo en el 1195 California para seguir el protocolo y estoy aquí por la misma razón que estuve hace 2 juntas pasadas para pedir que nos unifiquemos en la campaña de apoyo para la reforma migratoria para que los campesinos estén incluidos en la reforma migratoria integral. Los Dreamers tienen un amplio paquete de organizaciones que los están apoyando. Los del TPS también. Y desafortunadamente, los campesinos no tienen representación de parte de Arizona, que somos la mayoría, el 70%, estamos ahí. De verdad, a todos ustedes yo los puedo mirar a la cara con toda la confianza porque a todos los conozco. He tratado de reunirme aquí con Cabrera, le he pedido me dé una cita para hablar del tema porque es una campaña que ya arrancó, pero formalmente este viernes ya vamos a empezar a estar en las diferentes áreas, en las ramadas de la ciudad, ya nos concedieron el permiso, vamos a estar en las tiendas. Va a ser algo bien intenso porque hay un tiempo para hacer esa reunión de tarjetas. Son 5,000 que debemos de tener el 31 de marzo ya en la mano para llevarlas a la oficina de la senadora Kristen Sinema, que es nuestra voz en DC. Y debemos estar trabajando en equipo para poder tener una fuerza de representación. Y una vez más les pido, por favor, unámonos para trabajar en pro de nuestra gente, en pro de la comunidad. En eso sí, vamos apostando al esfuerzo, en hacer algo positivo para nuestra comunidad, de verdad. En mí tienen una guerrera que yo no me rajo, muchachos, yo no me rajo, pero en las causas justas, en lo que es para apoyar a nuestra gente. Así es de que les dejo esa tareita, todos tienen mi número de teléfono, es el 285-3193. Yo voy a ser la persona que va a estar encargada de esta difusión. Me pidieron de favor los organizadores de la Florida, de parte de la Unión de Campesinos, y aquí estamos para apoyar, muchachos. Así que espero, por favor, recibir una gran respuesta de parte de todos ustedes. Gracias.
Gracias, María. Who's next?
Gilbert Zárate.
Buenas noches, Mayor, y a cada uno de los concejales. Los que tomaron una decisión hace 2 semanas, verifiquen lo que están haciendo, porque yo creo que esta persona que acaban de despedir ha hecho un buen labor. Es la persona que yo he visto que ha sido muy sencilla y honesta, y ha representado a cada uno de ustedes cuando no está aquí, o miento. Y les pido que rectifiquen su decisión, porque el día de mañana, así como los corrieron a esta persona, cada uno de ustedes van a tener que ir a elecciones. Yo, si veo que las cosas no están bien, yo seré uno de los primeros que voy a ir en contra de ustedes, 4. Ténganlo seguro que voy a ganar lo que estoy haciendo. Una vez lo hice con una persona que ustedes conocen y perdió. Y se los vuelvo a repetir. Rectifiquen. Porque el pueblo ahí está afuera, pidiendo de gritos que ustedes piensen 2 veces lo que hicieron. Porque yo creo que esa persona también tiene familia como usted o yo y vive de su trabajo. Gloria, ¿tú fuiste al campo o no? Trabajaste en el campo, tú sabes las necesidades que pasan. Él tiene un compromiso con la ciudad, con el alcalde, con cada uno de ustedes y con nosotros. pero porque a ustedes se les puso cambiar una decisión. Yo nomás les pregunto, ¿cuál fue la razón y el motivo? Nomás porque ustedes dijeron, bueno, lo vamos a quitar. No le dieron una explicación de que él se pudiera defender de un error que haya cometido. Esa es mi pregunta ante ustedes. Tenemos el derecho de una réplica o hacer una pregunta. Si él cometió un error, se le tiene que dar un aviso. ¿O estoy mal? No nomás tomar una decisión incorrecta, que es lo que hicieron. Y pues estamos aquí. Yo estaba retirado de todo esto. Vuelvo porque no me gustó una decisión que no es la correcta. Hay otras maneras de castigarlo o hablar con él, darle un warning, que ustedes saben que se puede hacer. Pero tomó una decisión sin fundamentos. Creo yo que necesitan rectificar ustedes su opinión sobre este tema, un problema que a todos nos va a costar, que venga otra persona y quiera aprender lo que esta persona ya sabe, las necesidades que está pasando la ciudad, porque es el que está al frente de la ciudad, aparte de ustedes. Piénsenla bien, porque yo voy a venir atrás de ustedes en las elecciones que vienen. Gracias.
Next, we have Gary Snyder.
Good evening, Mayor and board members and everyone in the public. My name is Gary Snyder. I live here in San Luis, Arizona. I'm here on just a few issues, obviously. We're going to go towards the statewide. If you noticed on our legislative district is 4, we have a senator that was not in our district, but he has been pushed for sexual assault with kids. The bills that have been signed under that was Lisa Atondo and Charlene Fernandez is part of it. This is something that's part of our community in South County that we do not condone. Obviously, touching kids, we don't want that. We just had that issue right now with a band teacher in GSD. That is something very important. So that shouldn't be condoned. On top of that is, there's a lot of bashing going on homophobism. I don't know if that could be an issue with you for maybe trying to get out, Tadeo, I don't know. There's no reasons that I've heard from Jose Ponce, from Mr. Cabrera, Torres, Bucanas, everyone else that voted yes to get him out. I would like to know why. Now, if he just hasn't done the job, great, I'll accept it. I think the residents might not, but at least they'll understand. But if there's no explanation why, all let's see here is what the normal name is. And me, I've said it before. San Luis, Arizona, to me, is the worst city in this little state that has corruption, nepotism, which we already know. It's understandable. It's coming from my area. Could be from other areas. But you guys aren't showing it to say that's not true. We're here because we're elected, we earned the spot, and we're actually going to be good appointed board members and mayor as well. So what I want to know, what the public wants to know, what did Tadeo do to deserve a vote of not being appointed? Are you going to put in possibly your daughter or your Monica, which is your goddaughter as well? Who else do you have that has the experience or maybe the possibility of being a better city administrator? Because you guys took 2 weeks to say, like Luis, when he asked last board meeting, how much time do you need? Oh, I need 2 weeks to find a. So that means you guys already knew before what you guys were going to do. So that was against open meeting law because you guys met about a vote that had never happened yet and already knew who you were going to appoint. So that is open meeting law. Do you know that, Mr. Caballero? No, okay. So back to the point, we would like to know as a community, what did Tadeo do? Is it possibly because he's not on your guys' side on the group for voting? Is it because he did something illegal? Is it just because, to be thrown out, he's not good no more? These are facts that are pertinent for the residents and for us to understand. And for us to trust you as board members we would need that information. Just like if anyone goes to jail, well, you have to have all these documents for reasoning why they went to jail. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So thank you. My name is Gary Snyder. I recommend that you guys tell the truth.
Thank you.
That is all, Mayor.
That is all?
Yes.
I will now entertain a motion to go into executive session.
No move.
Second.
There's a motion, there's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. Thank you. Vamos a ir a una junta ejecutiva y volvemos en un ratito. Meeting.
So move. Second.
There's a motion, there's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. We have item number 11. Item 11, I brought it up as a possible option. I wanted to make sure that we all understand the decision you're about to make. And I myself feel that Tadeo should have an opportunity to continue. I believe he's not perfect. I am not perfect. And we can all do better. So I brought this item number 11 for possible discussion. I just want to make sure that each individually council member had the option to think about it. And I'm going to bring it out to a vote.
Mayor, may I comment something?
Yes, please.
I've had, like I said, the privilege of working for the community here, I think, for 10 years already, and been working with Tadeo, I think, since we've been here. I also agree that I don't think there's a valid reason for this type of change, especially at this time in our city's growth and what we're working with all these large projects that we have started. We have the port of entry, we have expansion projects, remodel projects, streets. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on right now, and we're coming up on the eve of an election year next year, which will affect the recruitment of a new city manager. We all know the city manager's lifespan is about an average of 2.5 years. So to find someone to replace an existing city manager right now is going to be tough. But again, I don't see no reason for the change. Like you mentioned, he's not perfect. He makes mistakes and he admits to them, and I haven't seen him do anything major that would constitute this type of action against him. I would like to make a motion to reinstate Tadeo de la Hoya as city manager.
Do I hear a second? There's a motion. There's a second. All those in favor? Can I get roll call, please?
Councilmember Mario Buchanan Jr.,
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Nay.
Councilmember Jose Ponce,
Nay.
Councilmember Matias Rosales,
Aye.
Councilmember Gloria Torres,
Nay.
Vice Mayor Africa Luna Carrasco,
Nay.
Mayor Gerardo Sanchez.
Aye. Motion does not carry.
Thank you, Mayor.
Item number 12. Discussion and possible action on all matters regarding action to approve the mutual servants agreement with Tadeo Azael de la Hoya. This was brought up by 3 members of council. Let's hear it.
Mayor, there was a development, the way the contract was drafted, Tadeo isn't in complete agreement with it regarding the payout of sick leave. And so the fiscal impact on this, if you include payout of sick leave, would be correct according to the fiscal impact in the computer. And I handed out a fiscal impact as the contract reads to council beforehand. So depending on whether you want the sick leave to be paid out, if one of these motions passes. If the first motion were to pass, then it would be the amount on the sheet that I handed out before the meeting. And then the alternative is to go back and to discuss the severance agreement more.
Mayor, can I make a motion?
Yes.
I move that the city attorney's office continue to attempt negotiations for mutual service agreement with Teodoro La Joya.
Second.
There's a motion, there's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those against? Motion carries. For the record, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Mario Buchanan Jr.,
Aye.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Aye.
Councilmember Jose Ponce,
Aye.
Councilmember Matias Rosales,
Aye.
Councilmember Gloria Torres,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Africa Luna Carrasco,
Aye.
Mayor Gerardo Sanchez,
Aye.
Mayor, motion carries.
Thank you. So you're instructed to continue negotiating with Mr. Tadeo La Hoya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 13, discussion of also action regarding any and all matters regarding action to appoint interim city manager and set terms of employment and possible instructions to the city attorney regarding possible contract with the interim city manager. Okay?
This item was put on the agenda by the three council members, and I haven't initiated any type of negotiation on this item.
Okay, or Mayor, if I may, I hereby move to appoint Finance Director Monica Castro to the position of interim city manager beginning on August 12, 2021, to serve until council makes a further decision regarding the position of city manager. I further move that she retain her permanent position of finance director and direct the city attorney to prepare an appropriate contract for this appointment and bring it before council for its consideration at the next regular council meeting.
Second.
There's a motion on the floor. There's a second. Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Mario Buchanan Jr.,
Nay.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Aye.
Councilmember Jose Ponce,
Aye.
Councilmember Matias Rosales,
Nay.
Councilmember Gloria Torres,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Africa Luna Carrasco,
Nay.
Mayor Gerardo Sanchez,
Nay.
motion does not carry, Mayor.
So the question is,
That's a legal question that we're going to have to clarify. And I don't think you can answer it right now, okay?
Well, if council does not decide, then the status quo continues until they do. And so I would be honored to continue as a temporary person until we can get a majority vote.
Since you are the interim manager and also legal, I would recommend you get a legal advice from a second attorney. That would be Glenn. With all due respect, I want to make
Yes.
sure we follow the law.
Yes.
And we're very transparent. And I understand you, but you are playing two roles right now.
That is correct.
And so it is best we get a legal opinion for clarification.
Okay. He said he would be on standby on the phone if you'd like to get that information now.
Your status does not change at this point in time
Okay.
because you have not terminated, you have not withdrawn that position. Your status does not change. And it's not going to change here, right now. So it is time, have a little discussion with Glenn and have us give us a written report.
Okay.
Okay? Thank
Yes.
you, Kim. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Second.
There's a motion, there's a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Motion carries. Buenas noches. Gracias.
Pues no sé.